Now, when I say the core, I know you normal people all think, oh, the core means you have a barbell-shaped thing, because you're so afraid of handling the inside of a piece of fruit that you leave these barbell-shaped things so you have handles. You go, oh, I have to have something to hold it with. It's not raw chicken, it's an apple. It's okay to handle the inside of the core. You don't need to leave yourself these little handles. Eat the whole thing, cram it into your mouth until there's nothing left except seeds. Then eat them as well, just for fun and nutrition. They won't do any harm to you unless there's something wrong with your throat and you can't swallow properly. Then that might be inadvisable. But otherwise, eat the whole apple, it's good for you. Don't be a fucking wuss. You look upon these apples like this raw chicken. You say, oh no, you can't eat that. You can't eat that. It's not even cooked. Look at the inside. It's got bits of sinew and seeds and things. It's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. It's just apple flesh. It's not going to give you salmonella. It's not going to choke you to death. If you eat your apple properly, you just eat it bite by bite by bite. Don't do this obsessive thing where you eat it until there's the shape of a core left. There isn't going to be a core if you eat it the way where you don't eat down to the core. You just eat and eat and eat. When you eat a cake, you don't get to a point where you go, oh, this bit's left. I've got this dumbbell-shaped part left. You can't eat that because that's the core. You do not. Just eat and eat and eat and then it's gone. Do the same with an apple. There won't be the core doesn't exist until you eat it down to the shape of a core. The core doesn't exist at all until then. You just eat and eat and eat until the whole fucking thing is gone. It's an item of food, eat it. And people worry about how their dogs eat things. They hear things like your dog can eat a bar of chocolate and die and stuff like that. So you're probably thinking, what if my dog picks up an apple and just eats it all in one go? That'll just block its throat. Well, I didn't say to eat it in one go. In fact, you could learn something from your dog there, because your dog isn't chewing that down to the shape of a dumbbell and then abandoning it. No, your dog takes a big bite out of that and then drops it, but not intentionally. It's perfectly happy to eat the whole thing. It's just not able to hold on to it, so it takes a bite and then it falls. But if it manages to get it to the point where it eats the whole thing, it doesn't say, oh, I'll just take a bite. I'll leave that bit in the middle because that's the bit you leave. No, that bit in the middle of the apple doesn't exist until you create it by eating around it. It doesn't exist until you create it by literally sculpting the core of an apple into existence. It's fucking ridiculous. Even your dog wouldn't be stupid enough to do that. Your dog would say, oh, this is the round thing, I'm eating it. Or else I'm catching it. It was thrown at me and I don't recognise it as food. Well, I certainly don't recognise it as a core. Think, oh, look, this core, this is like nuclear waste.